Okay, awesome. Let's just crack straight into it.
What if I don't know? Nah.
1 second. One more thing.
Okay, the rest of you guys ready?
Yeah.
No.
Ready.
All right. Yo, what's up? Welcome to RPG Horror Stories, the only podcast where we read Reddit posts, I think.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one else does this.
No
These
one-
ones are scary though.
Yeah, they're really spooky.
Oh, I know you said read, but I heard breed, and I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
wow.
We breed
I
Reddit
hope we
stories.
don't.
Yeah.
No.
I hope not.
For anybody who hasn't listened before, we're gonna go around and we're gonna read some fucked D&D stories off Reddit. People who've had some terrible or weird or interesting experiences.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everybody, shall we introduce ourselves? I'm Zed. I'm your dick dastardly dungeon
You
master.
gotta stop, man.
Yeah.
Torben, what's your deal?
I don't know. I'm just like a guy who's here to have a good time.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
guy who's here.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
we're doing this in a
also
weird order.
generally having a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
We're in the
Yes.
chill zone, you know.
We're all here to
now.
chill.
Yeah, we're here to
We're all
chill.
here
We
to
had
All
to
here
have
to
a
relax.
laugh and have a bit of a tension, have some trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love trauma.
We just
Yeah.
recorded a
Faves.
hectic episode. Oh, now
Hectic.
also just
Crazy.
for people who might want to listen to these out of, not necessarily who haven't caught up on the campaign, let's try to avoid spoilers.
yeah.
Um,
I'm not gonna say.
I
no.
die.
yeah.
I was kind of
Crazy though. Twice.
So,
Twice.
Tom, is this aside from the ones that we recorded just us that we filmed, is this your first time back in the RPG horror town?
This is the first time back, baby. Well, I haven't done any non-D&D campaign, non-campaign stuff
Wow.
since then. Since those beautiful,
It's
beautiful
good to have you
videos.
back,
Oh.
brother.
I'm glad you're back. I was wrecked.
Yeah.
in my personal life. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really upsetting.
Yeah,
Actually.
you're sitting here with me being like, oh, and for the audience, can you explain the definition of the thing you just said that I don't know what is?
Yeah.
No.
Well, guys, shall we dive into
Look.
some Torben?
God
Look,
damn it!
I
no.
would love to get into this,
Stop
but
it. What are
I
you
really
doing?
want to play a game.
Woman's taken over.
Is
And I
this-
huh?
Are you gonna torture me again?
No, I would never torture you, Zed. With
Okay.
your
Good.
favorite franchise, Fast and Furious.
I love
And what Tom's favorite thing, early 2000s pop hits.
Yeah, I love the early 2000s pop hits.
I know how much you both love that so much, but someone's going to really left out here.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't get to have any fun.
Oh, Rachel.
Is that right, Rachel?
No fun for Rachel.
Dude, you're so lucky
It
because I hope it's
isn't
okay though. I've just taken this completely off the
Kind of has to
rails.
be okay, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not okay.
Sorry, I'm gripping your arm quite tightly. But
It hurts.
Stand down.
Oh,
No,
Rachel.
twist away.
God.
So we're gonna play a game. Everyone's allowed to play, but this is for Rachel.
Okay, cool.
I feel
I'll play
Um,
if I think I can win.
So
on the
Rachel,
spot. Yes.
I know what one of your favorite things in the world is.
Mm.
Okay, let's hear it.
You love the genre of anime shonen.
Oh yes.
Is that I'm right? Am I right?
Rachel's always going on about
Can you
fucking
give me
Naruto.
an example?
So Naruto is
Yeah, great
classic
example.
shonen.
I have
Classic.
not seen a
You
single.
haven't seen the seminal
You're
text.
so
Naruto.
funny.
Naruto.
You
So
don't know how to
I'm
do
joking.
sexy jutsu?
you love Naruto. You love Bleach. You love One Piece.
Yeah.
You love Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
You
My
love
Hero
I
Academia.
have
you
seen
love
some of that.
Zatch Bell.
Zatch Bell?
Zatch Bell.
You love all of these things, right?
That sounds good.
It's my second favorite anime.
Because we're gonna do a
Oh, no.
quiz on them.
Oh,
So
you're gonna do so well.
that's right. So what we're gonna do? It's a little memory tester. So all these animes that you've seen, I'm gonna describe to you a scene in which our hero. It's a classic trope in shonen, as we're all aware. They get beaten back. They look like they're not going to win, but then they power up somehow,
Hell yeah.
and they either manage to make it or they don't,
Yeah.
and they fail. So you're going to tell me.
Often they still fail.
Often they still fail. So Rachel, you're going to tell me. I'm going to describe to you how they come back. You're going to say, tell me whether or not they actually do manage to make it back into the fight and beat the opponent,
Yeah.
and whether they did or not. What core childhood memory was driving them
This is your best work yet, I gotta say.
was driving them to power up and get back into the fight. Okay, are you ready?
I hate you. Okay, go
You'll
on.
do
Okay.
so well.
So,
And we're allowed to answer these?
you guys are allowed to chip in as much as you want.
I don't want to
Okay.
say anything because I feel like my encyclopedic knowledge
Yeah.
of anime
Okay.
would maybe influence the decision.
Tom loves
too much.
anime too much. It hurts
Too
him.
much.
I love
He
anime,
really
but
does.
I have seen so little of all of these things.
Okay, great.
Good.
So we'll start
I
with
think
this.
That's a lie.
Nice, easy one. Okay. In the anime One Piece, our hero Zoro is using his 3 swords to battle against the legendary pirate swordsman Mihawk.
3 swords?
Yep. After being put on the back foot, Zoro recalls his training with his childhood friend Grobula and uses all 3 swords together to force Mihawk to pull out his main sword, Yoru.
Ooh.
Now, does Zoro manage to defeat Mihawk?
Yes.
I'm sorry, he does not.
Rachel,
Mihawk, he
you
is
dumb
one of the, I think, 5 kings or 4 emperors.
Yeah,
He's simply
obviously.
too strong for Zoro at this point in the anime.
I'm sure he comes back to do it.
I
But-
have seen
Yeah.
one episode of One Piece.
That's
Oh.
what? That's like
Well-
1,000th of One
Yes.
Piece?
It might have
Yeah.
been this one. Okay,
Holy
so
shit, no, he did it.
what promise did Zoro make to Grobula in order to power up and fight back against Mihawk?
That he was going to continue to fight against Mihawk.
No.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
so
Do you
sorry.
want me to
It's
schmuck this
comical.
up?
So
Because I've
close.
got nothing real.
Zed, do you know?
I do not. I've not seen one.
unbelievable.
Do you know Tom?
Yeah, I do actually.
actually?
Go on.
Yeah, I think that he promises to forgive him for his greatest sins.
No, he made a promise to try to become the greatest swordsman in the world.
Oh, well, clearly he fucked that one up,
And
didn't
he
he?
failed at this stage. But yeah, that was a close one. So it's 0 points to you for that one,
I feel like
Rachel.
there's some foreshadowing in
Unbelievable.
there.
Big
You're saying
goose
he
egg for
didn't
Rachel.
promise to repent against his sins against
He
God?
did not. But this one is
The
a
Lord
is an
Almighty.
absolute gimme. Okay, so in
Oh.
Naruto,
Yeah.
in the Chunin exams, Gaara fights Rock Lee, an absolute classic.
Oh, yeah.
Lee is unable to get through Gaara's seemingly impenetrable sand defense. When it seems like he should just give up, his mentor orders him to drop the 30 kg weights on his legs. Now moving lightning fast, Lee is back in the fight. Now, does this speed give him enough power to get through that sand defense?
The sand defense. He's so confident.
I'm so sorry, but Gaara is a Jinchuriki, which means that he has too much power for Rock Lee to
Even
overcome.
after he took the weights off?
That's right.
What the fuck?
Holy
Why-
Sorry, I'm just influenced by my Dragon Ball Z exposure, and the weighted armor comes off, and then they're real freaking
I
fast.
know.
Yeah.
It was a
Some
real
bullshit.
shocker for everyone at the time.
Yeah,
I
I can
subverted
imagine.
Sucked
the
in.
Especially when the
What?
weights come off, man.
What
Yeah.
childhood promise? It was a
I
current
cried.
promise because he is a child. Did he make in order to inspire him to push forward?
Is it to avenge something?
It was to become the greatest physical ninjutsu user.
Is this, is this an ongoing to become the greatest insert thing?
we
Would that be
Wow,
the
no,
Simply-
that would be
next one?
silly.
do not know. Okay, we
Okay.
really don't have much
We don't
time,
know.
so we're just gonna keep
Yeah,
moving forward.
it's almost over.
We'll just recap the points. Recap the points. We're still at 0 points.
Zero
Okay.
So far, not good. I was pretty close with the sins against God, though, right?
Yeah, very close. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
cool.
So in the manga Zatch Bell,
Oh, of course.
Kyo and Gash are fighting Demolt at the climax of the third arc. Demolt's Demolt swallows his book bearer to absorb his heart energy, and his Momodo power is simply too strong for Gash to contend with, even though Tio and Megumi are helping.
What the fuck?
Kyo and Gash then discover the 7th spell Zagrazem, which gives them the upper hand. Does this allow them to beat Demolt? At the end of the third act, remember.
I think
we
no.
gotta remember it's the end of the third act.
Yeah.
Oh, end of the third act.
That's an important piece of the puzzle. Come on, Rachel, you got this.
Come on, Rachel.
Delve into that encyclopedic
We
knowledge.
know.
Delve
I
into
know
that
you know this.
Go into your
knowledge.
your mind palace.
It is.
Oh my
It
god,
is-
she's doing it. She's going in.
It is
zoning
Zagrazim is
in.
the spell. The spell Zagrazim, 7th book spell.
It's a 7th book spell.
Wow, I'm gonna say yes.
Correct.
Yeah, see the Mind Palace.
Oh, fantastic. That's right. The 7th
Yeah.
spell Zagrazim. Demolt does not fight using normal rules. And the Zagrazim is just too strong for him to contend
That
with.
7th spell.
But how did they discover the 7th spell? Zagrazim. What inspired them to discover that
think I know.
7th spell?
If they found the 8th one and they were like, oh, if we go back one, we'll find it. There you
That's
go.
so close. Tom, you have an answer.
I think that they repented for their sins against God, and the Lord Almighty showed them the
So-
7th spell.
Yeah.
So close. It was the power of friendship.
Oh,
That's
nice.
It's a
right.
similar thing, though.
Okay. You're doing really well. So that's 1 point out of 6. So you
Yeah.
Oh.
have a
Hell
chance.
Yeah.
Double points in the 4th and final round.
Wait.
Okay.
So in the anime Bleach,
I've watched some of this one.
the famous fight, Ichigo versus Byakuya. This happens during the Ryoka invasion arc, of course. The two seem evenly matched until Ichigo is unable to get past Byakuya's Bankai Sibonzakura Kageyoshi.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You know, yeah. Finally, Ichigo digs deep to unleash his own Bankai, Tensa Zangetsu, to maybe win.
Doing a great job of reading all these Japanese names.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, does the power of Tensa Zangetsu enable him to beat Byakuya?
No.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
I thought I should just keep on going with option A.
Yeah, you should have just
Yeah.
got to keep hitting that first choice.
Now, what promise did Ichigo make?
It's got to be something to do with the Lord,
What-
surely.
Yeah.
What did
The
he
Lord
do?
Almighty, the Christian
What
What
God.
did he
Father.
promise? You know this.
He was like, you know what? I'm going blonde and I'm staying blonde.
That is so close.
No, it's
He-
not.
You're just messing with me. It's to save his
brunette.
childhood friend.
yeah.
His childhood friend, I believe her name's Rukia.
Wow, not a
Rukia
true
Kuchiki.
Bleach fan.
Unbelievable.
That was really good. So that was
Wow.
1 out of 8. So
Nice.
Wait, is that
well
it?
done.
Is that the final question?
that was the last question.
Oh, wow.
Did
well
you?
done,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks for choosing all
Yeah.
of the ones that I have nothing on.
Kind
No,
of
no, those are all the ones you know.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, kind of crazy that none of them had anything to do with the Lord Almighty, the one Christian God.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Or
That's
Dragon
kind of
Ball.
strange.
Or Dragon Ball Z.
What?
No, I don't think
What shonen have you watched?
Yeah.
Based on the things you've described, is One Punch Man?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, then none.
That was so good.
Unless Demon Slayer?
Oh
That's
yeah, that's a
shonen?
shonen.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Whoa.
And
I've
you
heard
didn't
that's
include
got
it,
cool
you dick.
fights in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for playing that game with me, Rachel.
Yeah.
A round of applause.
Thank you, Torben, for facilitating that.
And thanks
Anytime.
to,
Yeah.
thanks to our viewer for not
Thanks.
leaving.
Thanks to our viewer. No,
No, none of that.
you are to be neither seen nor heard.
All right. Well, shall we? I don't know if we've got
Like
time
children.
for many, but shall we?
What do you mean after that
I'm
epic
truly
game?
sorry. It was just the fair thing
You
to
just
do.
have to.
It was.
Yeah, had
It's
to have the
reasonable.
skills.
Yeah.
And now, are you retired?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
he'll
done.
never do another game
Christmas.
again.
3 perfect games.
Yeah.
perfect
You all had a
games.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
I have one for you
Oh
that
god.
I'm brewing. Not for right now. Don't worry about it.
I think
Okay.
at some
Oh,
point
soon.
in the future we should do like a watch stream or something where we watch some like famous shonen anime battles like
Sure.
these ones.
Yeah.
We should watch a
Football
Watch
content.
Mojo top
Fast.
10 anime
Yeah.
battles.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
should watch the tune-in exams.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that is
I
required reading.
actually I do actually want to watch that.
I want to elaborate just very quickly that I felt ambushed when Torben said he was going to do a game with me. Because that was not an established thing, according to me, when it was dropped on me.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that would never happen again.
No,
you have the
surely not.
advantage of at least being asked about stuff that you could conceivably have come across in everyday life.
Yeah.
Pop
At any
songs?
point. At any point.
I refuse.
That pop at any point since they were released.
That's like
they
your
could've been
favorite
played
thing is early 2000s pop
Second
songs.
Anyway,
favorite thing. My favorite thing's the Bible.
again. Clearly.
And the Bible.
Tom loves the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like anything to do with the
No.
faith. Just the Bible itself. Great book.
Yeah.
Great
Okay,
read.
We really have to at least read
yep.
one post
Let's
for,
do it.
for the title of this to be RPG Horror Stories. For that sweet SEO.
I don't know. Maybe this could generate see
so,
breeding. Sorry, go on.
This is a table dispute this is actually from our D&D. And the title of this is Today My DM sent me a 40-question interview for a new campaign.
Question interview.
Now, I just want to... This wasn't on RPG Horror Stories. This person wasn't necessarily being like, my DM sucks. They were just a little bit maybe put off by this, and I want to read through some of the questions in this questionnaire.
A 40-question
Yes.
interview is an insane way to decide a character.
Yeah. So first question, how old are you? Classic. You gotta
Really
know
though?
that.
Surely
Yeah.
you should like.
Pretty important.
Okay. I feel like the.
Oh, this is probably like online again.
Yeah, I would assume this is probably.
Is this to work out whether the player is suitable for the campaign or to work out the character?
I think it's a bit of. We'll probably find that out as we read through
Right,
some of
okay.
this.
Right.
It's probably a smart first question. I can get behind it.
So question number 4. I'm skipping ahead a little.
Yeah. I imagine they're like basic stuff. Like,
It's
what's
all
your name?
relatively basic.
Yeah.
Question 4. It has been agreed that the game is on Sunday afternoon, but you are invited to a friend's birthday party on the same day, which conflicts with the game's schedule. What would you do, and what would you think?
Oh my
God! Put that out to you guys.
This has gone from reasonable to psychotic so fast.
It just goes off a cliff.
Yeah, straight
They're
down.
already mad about them cancelling.
yeah. They're predicting they're gonna, and they just want to know what they think their excuse is gonna be.
It's presented like one of those like would you rathers, or like a a really tough hypothetical.
Yeah,
And
it
you can't
also
answer it anyway. That's right. Yep.
it also seems so like set up. So like
Yeah.
angry partner like trying to set you up for something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let me read
Yeah.
the next
Sure.
question. Question
Sure.
number 5. It has been agreed that the game is on
No,
Sunday.
they can't all start like this.
It has been agreed. It
By
was
who?
agreed.
The Grand Council have decided.
But one of your parents/siblings, etc., is unwell, and you need to help them go to the doctor, so you can't attend the game.
What
What would you do?
And what would you think?
So now that's an interesting one because
We're only on
I-
5 of 40.
I kind of think that like this team, it was no like. I assume that you're gonna flake. What's the tipping point for you flaking on the campaign?
I don't even think it's that.
But I think this is indicative though, because if you said you were going to help someone,
Yeah.
that could be indicative of your willingness to go above and beyond for the campaign.
Do you know what
at
I
another
think
occasion.
this is? I think this
So-
is
a trick question.
every question is like
trick question.
going through every plausible scenario for you flaking, so that they know in advance what you will flake to.
And they
See-
so you can't
you
give
can't-
any excuse.
I don't know. I don't
Everything's
think that
already
that has.
played out.
I don't think that theory really holds water. But let me ask you the next
What
question.
I
Yeah,
like about
right.
that though is that
Question-
you've got a list and you just cross off. I've used that one. I've used that one.
Question number 7. It has been
been
agreed
agreed.
that the game is on Sunday afternoon. But one or more players mention the day before or the same day of the game that they can't make it because they've been invited to a party. What would you do, and what would you think?
They're really open-ended questions.
Yeah, these are
It's
so
also funny
vague.
because in this universe, that question is in a universe where the person wasn't invited to that first party, but everybody else was.
Oh, yeah.
Written from personal experience.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah,
Jesus
I'm getting that.
Christ.
Question number 8.
It has been agreed
that the
game is on
a
Sunday
afternoon. But one or more players mentioned the day before or the same day
There we go.
of the game that they can't make it due to a medical or professional emergency.
It's the same.
Oh, okay.
What would you
Oh,
do? And what would you think?
Okay, I understand this whole gameplay. He's just trying to get you to build empathy. How would you feel if someone
It's an
else's
empathy exercise.
family had a medical emergency?
Oh, like would you flip out? He wants to know if you're psychotic or
Yeah.
not. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
are you
this
a
is-
safe person to
You'd
play
feel
with?
bad, right? If your friends
Yeah.
cancer because they had something else they had to do.
This isn't him being psychotic. This is a psychological analysis of the other person joining the game.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the only things that are the only occasions where we haven't played, I think, unless I'm missing one,
I'll be-
There's
have been
birthday
because
parties.
we've been, yeah,
Oh, when
Or
Tom
And
was
working
professional
in-
and medical
it's
emergencies.
literally
was taken.
not
Yeah.
in the same city or sick and don't want to make any
Gotta
other people
say,
sick.
though,
And that's pretty much it, right?
When I was taken, none of you pitched for the bail. That's unbelievable. The kidnapping money they asked for so much.
Yeah.
What was
So you
it? A
say
medical
that-
or
That's the next
professional?
question.
and yet you came
If
back
a
with those
player
slick
is
standing
kidnapped,
a player is
clothes, yeah?
taken, would you
What
pitch
would
for
you
the-
do?
and what would you think? Okay, guys. All right, let me read out some more questions
Yeah, of
because
course.
honestly, some of these are incredible. Like 40 of them. Let me skip ahead a little.
See,
Actually-
let's diverge from that pattern, does he?
You
Will they all play that?
We'll find out.
you would find
Oh my gosh.
you have found a new, more interesting game that prevents you from
Oh
playing
no,
this
he's
game.
so self-conscious.
What would you do?
And what would you think?
oh, that.
Yeah.
Like, what did
As somebody who used to work at a market research company writing surveys, this is just
Top tier.
Poorly written.
This is
gathering
This is
data.
golden quantitative.
Yeah.
No, qualitative data.
yeah, qualitative. Yeah,
Yeah. This
My
is gold qualitative
qual
data.
guy. But yeah, what would you guys do if you guys found a more interesting campaign?
I would drop this campaign
What
like
the
that, like
hell?
nothing.
Not possible.
I just did a side one, and then I finished doing that side one.
What
Cool.
the
Okay, so
hell?
Torben
They
doesn't
will-
think there is a better campaign. Rachel's willing to do two at the same time, and I'm out at the first sign of something better.
Sorry, dude.
Shall so we can maybe fit in another question. Shall we roll for like a couple more of these?
Oh,
of
yeah.
the survey to
Yeah.
fill out.
Ooh,
So like
roll
yeah, you've
2d20.
got time,
2d20,
so I will
yeah.
run away.
Yeah,
um
I'll crack it.
yeah,
I've got it.
give us
Yeah.
do it. A roll.
That's gonna be a 23.
Right.
23.
And you have to answer it.
And you have to answer.
Okay,
Ooh.
what
Yeah,
would
we'll
I
all
do
do
in that?
one and then we'll move
Yeah.
on.
Okay, I like that.
And we'll do a lightning one if we've got
Yep.
time. 23.
Okay.
You see that the DM is not following some of the rules from the player manual.
Oh my.
Saying it's to improve variety and narrative.
We've heard that before.
What would you do?
And
what would you
think?
I would probably, what I would do is probably say nothing because, the DM, he's got control over the story. He can make those decisions how he likes. It's a lot of the player's handbook. It's left vague on intention for the DM to be able to take the role and place rules
It
how he
says
likes.
here that you failed.
But what I think
Oh, what do you
is that he's a
think?
dirty freaking dog. That he's a piece of
Yes.
shit who just frivolously disregards written rules that we all agreed to play.
That's
yeah.
a contract.
And that is contractually obliged, and I'm seething with rage. In fact, I might never show up to a game again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh.
Torben, would you like to roll?
I would love to roll.
I'm sure you would.
39.
39,
Ooh.
the second to last one.
Oh, wait. 29.
29.
Wait, really?
The not second
Yeah.
to last.
Oh, I'll do
one.
39 if that's more.
Do the second to last one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second last one.
Do the second to last one.
No, we have to go with the wisdom of the dice.
Okay.
29. The DM kicks you out of the campaign. What? For a reason that you find unfair.
Yeah.
What
would you do, and what would you think?
I would do anything. Please let me back into the game.
Grovel,
it was the
boy.
most interesting game that I played.
Most interesting.
Second most interesting D&D game I had access to. Please.
But what would you think?
Oh, no.
What would you think?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, reasonable and fair.
I
Reasonable.
hope it
and-
never comes to that.
Yeah,
Rachel,
hopefully not.
you want to roll, see what question you get?
20.
20. There might be a...
Did we do that one already?
Good
Oh,
one.
no, we didn't do that one. You find the game boring. Or you don't like how the DM is running it.
This is like
would you do, and what would you think?
This is like fortune telling.
Yeah.
Okay. So just keeping true with what I do now. Caffeine. And I have my ADHD meds.
Oh,
yeah.
And it just
Yeah.
makes me more interested, even if I'm not interested.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does that
Yeah.
every session for this one, which is kind of
Yeah.
weird.
That's kind of got to be unrelated. Right?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think
It just
so.
it means
Oh.
it because it's boring only if I'm not paying attention, and therefore something else gets my attention more.
Right.
And it could be anything that's not getting my attention, because it might be something that I just have no context for or can't imagine or something.
You
But
have
honestly,
been-
that
Okay,
doesn't
but
really happen much.
That's what you would do.
do,
But
what would you think?
It's like we've created a cult.
Yeah.
I think we have to
I-
close out these from
And
now on.
I think
with-
treating
what
like
would you
this is
do?
a different campaign. In this hypothetical, I would think that I would probably wait it out to see if anything spins up. And if it
Okay,
doesn't,
okay.
I would look for ways to creatively kill my character.
Creative suicide, narrative suicide.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You might have to bleep that so that it stays on Spotify.
yeah.
Oh yeah, unalive
A sever
my
from the
character.
face.
Severed from the face.
Yes,
Sever
that's
yourself
it.
from the face.
Sever your
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
from the face.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's amazing. Honestly, there's so many questions. I kind of want to return to this one at some point. I kind of want to. I want to incorporate this this random table into something.
Into
somehow.
like at the beginning of the session, you know how some people do like a character question to like help you get into the character.
Yeah.
You should just ask us as people one of these questions.
Okay, yeah.
To help us get into
Yeah,
character.
definitely.
And on a 29, you get kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
You're out.
You're done.
Done.
Oh no.
Okay, this is a quick one. So well, we've got like 10 minutes. We'll quickly bang out one more.
Yeah. Hit us with another one.
Yeah.
This one is titled "Player can't/refuses to stop saying casted."
Oh.
And the post reads, That's literally the whole story. I played with this guy for years, and every time he used the past form of cast, he would say casted. We corrected him, I don't know, dozens of times, but he had a real hard time learning things, mixed with a stubborn heart.
Oh my
Stubborn
god.
heart.
This
Stubborn heart.
guy's fucking vitriolic. He's
Yeah,
angry.
whoa.
Don't get me wrong, I loved the guy, and it wasn't
dearly.
really that big a deal.
Hey, we just had to ask him 20 times.
It was more amusing than anything. Side note, when he started playing, his math skills were complete crap.
Oh my god! They hate this guy.
I feel so added because I was looking for six-sided dice. Like, what does that look like?
So yeah, what do you guys say?
I'm absolutely on Mr. Casted. The writer of this post is fucking poisonous.
Yeah.
He's
This guy was
so mean.
This guy was just having a little bit of a goof.
He's having a goof. He's having a gaff, and he's getting called
saying, like,
fucking slow.
What's the context? Is he
Yeah.
going like, I casted Firebolt?
Yes, yeah.
basically that's it.
I did it. I did it
did it.
before, and I'm
I
telling you
casted
about
it.
it now.
Guys,
This
being
guy sounds really
casted.
cute, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
we should invite him on the pod.
We should get him on the pod. Zed, find him.
I'll find. Well, the top comment
You will be able
is.
to.
Him?
It's me.
That's me. Yeah, that's right.
It says, "I'm sorry for you. I'm sure it must have hurted." And so that must
That's
that-
very
that's-
funny.
That's very
funny
That's
humor.
really good.
This must be like the most perfect guy ever. If that's the issue they have with him.
Yeah,
that he
but they
says
had to
cast.
correct
Oh.
him dozens of times, and when he started, his math skills sucked.
Yeah.
And now
It's so
don't.
so not relevant at all.
He's slow to learn, except he's good at learning maths because now math skills don't suck.
Yeah, but when he started, he was really fucking dumb.
The final sentence of the post
Man, couldn't do it.
is, even though he became an expert at math, he never did master the whole casted thing.
God, what an idiot,
He
man.
became an
Okay.
expert at math.
Oh my god, he's got a PhD.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
a doctor.
Oh my
Wow.
god, in mathematics too. This guy is really good.
This guy's a legend. Oh, we have to. I forgot. We didn't for the last one. We have to do that for that one and this one. We have to decide whether or not they fuck.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, do they?
Casted
fuck?
dude sucks, yeah.
He
For
fucks,
the
yeah.
last one, for the
The
interview.
guy who wrote the questionnaire.
Ooh.
Oh, does he fuck? He.
Either he's into some like real kinky like BDSM
I was
shit.
going to say he fucks, but
Yeah.
he can't keep it up because he's thinking about all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Like he's
I
distracted.
don't think he
Do you know,
fucks.
he's-
He doesn't
Because
give
all
that
he
energy.
needs,
No.
No.
all
he-
he needs is the interviews.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anything else.
Oh, he gets completed
was
into
a-
and that's when
yeah.
he
That's
comes.
where he gets
Yeah.
his
He doesn't.
rock star.
like,
He
oh.
doesn't need
Yeah.
to fuck.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
he's
so-
always like, it was agreed.
It was green. That's on a Sunday
afternoon.
afternoon.
We would make love.
He always wants to know what people think. He's always
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Is-
very attentive. Actually.
Do you think
I would
that's
like to
good?
fuck you.
Well, here's-
what
here's
would you
attentive.
do?
And
And
what
what
would
do
you
you
think?
And he builds empathy. You know?
Builds empathy. You know what? Actually, I think he's a tender lover.
Yeah.
Oh.
He does
Yeah.
fuck. Well, he doesn't fuck. He makes love.
Yeah, he makes
sweet
love.
love.
He
There is a
doesn't
difference.
fuck. He makes
Oh,
love.
and I guess the first part of the first I guess post was Torben's game. So do we think that Torben fucks?
I mean, based on the detail in the game, no. Sorry, Torben.
Based on the
Jesus
anime,
Christ.
of it.
But
Hold
based on
out,
the
man.
willingness to hold a
Anime
game.
is so hot.
maybe.
I think anime is pretty hot.
Yeah.
I mean, taking
See, no,
the
you
weights
didn't
off.
ask me about hentai.
Oh, Rachel would have aced that
There you
quiz.
go.
No.
Well,
He's an expert.
so
No.
final
Even
words
that, no.
on this casted
casted
guy.
guy fucks?
What
This
would,
guy doesn't give a fuck. He absolutely fucks. He's so in on it.
I also knew, I want to ask.
Fucking maths
If
professor.
he's bad at math, he's a
If-
jock. And then he got smart. So now he.
Yeah. Smart jock.
This guy really has not stopped thinking about this guy.
No.
And that guy
Excessive.
does not think about this.
No,
guy.
not at all.
One bit.
Yeah.
No.
He's living a good and true life.
Yeah,
with
he
a
fucks for
kind,
sure.
a kind heart.
Yeah.
He has a kind, stubborn
A
heart.
kind, mathematically competent
A
heart.
kind, mathematically competent, stubborn heart.
Yes.
Shall we close things out with our
Well, we need to
signature
decide on what a
phrase?
moral is first. I think
Oh.
the moral. I think
Moral,
the
yeah.
moral for this
Of all
one
the things.
is that you should always ask what you would do and ask
ask
what you would think.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Beautiful
and that's words
It's
to go
deep.
out on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So long,
Fuckers.
everybody. Fuckers.
that's how we sign these off
So long,
now.
fuckers.
Yeah.
Head all the way to Lollapalooza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
The
Maybe.
end.
And
And
That was a Bass Jump Comedy original. It's cooked.